Ladies and gentlemen, hang on, before I say ladies and gentlemen, thanks for the entertainment. Awesome. I think I heard Neil Diamond tune, Sweet Caroline, something by Aha, Take On Me. How do you guys know these tunes? Yeah, your parents, right. Can't say I approved of Justin Bieber, but different generations. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, whānau and friends, and of course, excellent singers. Welcome back to the 2018 Big Sing here at the Michael Fowler Centre in Wellington. I'm Nick Tipping. I work for RNZ Concert, and it's my absolute pleasure to be here with you all. This event is being live streamed online, and in the interval, I was just handed a card which tells me where some of our online audience is watching from. They're watching you in Berlin. They're watching you in London. That'll be my brother. Hi, Andrew. They're watching you in Paris. They're watching you in New York City. They're also watching you in Wisconsin in the USA. In Portsmouth in England. And even in Plovdiv in Bulgaria. How awesome is that? Hi, if that's you watching and listening in Plovdiv, thanks for tuning in. Anyway, let's kick straight in to our first choir of the second half from Burnside High School in Christchurch. Bel Canto. Bel Canto is an audition choir of senior girls from Burnside, directed by Susan Denson. The choir has been in existence for more than 35 years. You guys have aged pretty well. Got to get one dad joke in the evening. That's it. You're safe now. Bel Canto has recently performed in Elijah with the Jubilate Singers and Orchestra, and also with the Christchurch Symphony Orchestra in David Hamilton's Missa Pacifica. Following this finale, Bel Canto is very excited to be singing for the Prime Minister in the 125th anniversary celebration of Kate Shepherd and the women's suffrage movement in New Zealand. Tonight, yeah, indeed. Tonight, they're going to be singing for you Valkyrie by Christopher Fulton, directed by Susan Denson. Please give it up for Bel Canto. From Christchurch, we head back up to Auckland for the McLeans College Chorale. The McLeans College Chorale is a mixed choir of year 9 to 13s from McLeans College in the wilds of East Auckland. They'll be performing Malie Tangiwha by Stephen Rapana. This is a piece about love and fishing. In this wonderful mix of Samoan folk songs, the choir excitedly sings of catching a shark and a whale to feed their village, but they also take time to reflect on their desire to find their one true love. Directed by Sarah McNabb and singing Malie Tangiwha, please show your love for the McLeans College Chorale. From Auckland, we head down to the deep south, to Southland Girls High School in Invercargill. FEM is a student-driven choir from Southland Girls High School. They have a strong community focus, performing at such events as the last night of the proms and Christmas at the stadium. For them, performing is about connecting with the audience, offering that element of surprise and being true to who they are as a group. They are proud to be part of their special FEM-illy. Just to be clear, they wrote that joke. FEM is directed by Sarah Ray, and they'll be singing Kim Andre Aronson's Flight Song. Now, I'm pretty sure FEM is the choir who've travelled the furthest to be here with you tonight, so please give a massive welcome to FEM. Ladies and gentlemen, the next choir in tonight's program comes from Dilworth School in Auckland. They're called Fortissimo. It's an audition choir of 32 boys from Dilworth. Their name is a play on the school motto, which begins with two F's, Firmitur et Fidelitur. The guys proudly wear their silver FF logo. This is the choir's 9th year, and they sing at all major school events and at chapel 3 times a week, as well as events in the wider community, including with Sole Mio. The boys would like to acknowledge the love and support of their families, who often hardly see them for weeks on end. They're directed by Claire Caldwell, and tonight they'll be singing E Te Atua. Please welcome from Dilworth School, Fortissimo. That's why I love the Big Sing national finale. It's awesome. We're staying in Auckland for the next choir, the choir of the St. Cecilia Singers from Diocesan School for Girls in Auckland. This choir comprises students ranging from years 10 to 13, all of whom have private singing tuition as a requisite for membership of the choir. They're directed by Shona McIntyre-Bull and Rachel Sutherland, and tonight they're singing Songs for Imberombera No. 4 by the Australian composer Michael Atherton. From Diocesan School for Girls, please welcome the St. Cecilia Singers. Ladies and gentlemen, time for another of our hometown favourites. The Wellington College Chorale is... That's my old school. Go Wellington. They're the premier vocal ensemble at Wellington College, and as part of their regular commitment, they mentor a choir consisting of people with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. They participate in community events, perform at school, participate in a new ensemble with Queen Margaret College, and they'll be performing with the Wellington Choir Inspirare this month. They're conducted by Mark Stamper, and tonight they're going to be singing for you Cibola. Please give it up for the Wellington College Chorale. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an update for you. I told you about all the wild and wonderful places where people are watching us right now all over the world. I've got some more places. People have logged in Swansea in Wales. Someone is watching. Someone's watching in Port Huron in Michigan. My cousins are watching in Geneva. They're watching us in Plymouth in England. And somebody is also watching in the Middle East in Qatar. Awesome. Qatar. Next up, from Barradine College of the Sacred Heart in Auckland, our next choir is Scola. This is the first time that Scola has attended the final of the Big Sing, and it's awesome to have you here. Membership has surged dramatically over the last few years, and most of the choir members also play in the Senior Symphonic Orchestra and the concert band, as well as singing in this senior choir. Where do you find the time? The music family at Barradine has grown into a passionate bunch of musos who really care about the arts in New Zealand. They're conducted by Matthew Pipe, and tonight they're singing the Bulgarian song Karval Zviri. From Barradine College of the Sacred Heart in Auckland, please give it up for Scola. Our next choir comes from the Bay of Plenty, from Bethlehem College in Tauranga. This choir is called Animoso. Animoso sees themselves as a community, which may explain their love for their shared afternoon teas as much as their afternoon rehearsal. They travelled to Hawaii earlier this year, and they're now thrilled to be part of this finale. The choir is directed by Catherine Graham, and tonight they're singing Kia Tau. From Bethlehem College in Tauranga, please welcome Animoso.
Take
Ladies and gentlemen, we're off to Dunedin for our next choir. Sings Hilda is for students of St Hilda's Collegiate School in Dunedin. And I can tell you they're passionate about pursuing excellence in singing. They perform at school functions, community concerts, and they support the special character of the school by leading choral chapel services. They are thrilled to have been selected for the Big Sing finale this year. Sings Hilda is directed by Michael Grant and Ben Madden. Tonight they're singing a Maisie Rika number, Tangaroa Whakamautai, from St Hilda's Collegiate School in Dunedin. Please give a huge hand to Sings Hilda. So we've got heaps of people watching, via live stream on Facebook through the RNZ webpage and also on Face TV on Sky. We had a message come in on the Facebook live feed from Lynette Leggett. She wrote, in 1977, the first secondary school singing competition was won by Hutt Valley High School, of which I was the leader. And she writes, it's great to see choral music being so powerful in all they do now. So this is the 42nd year that this competition has been going. Isn't that amazing to think of? Now, it wouldn't be a big sing without Tawa College. The Tawa College Blue Notes is a chamber choir of 33 dedicated students who already sing in the school's main singing group, the Dawn Chorus, and in the barbershop choruses. The choir places an emphasis on good classical vocal technique, excellence in performance, and service to the school and the community. They're going to be singing Indodana, a traditional piece from South Africa. Directed by Isaac Stone from Tawa College right here in Wellington. Please welcome the Blue Notes. Just as Tower College takes their seats, a little bit of housekeeping. After this next choir has performed, could I please get all the members of the Directors Chorus, you know who you are, to jump up and head out of the doors and meet backstage in the green room. Thank you very much. Now up to Auckland for Westlake Girls High School. Cantare is the premier girls choir from Westlake Girls High School on Auckland's North Shore. The choir performs throughout the year at school and community events around Auckland. In 2017, Cantare toured to Queensland to compete in the inaugural Aspire International Music Festival, where they won top honours for best performance at the Gala. The choir last year went on to win their first gold award at the Big Sing finale. They're back to try and do it again. Tonight they're singing Gloria in Excelsis Deo by the Hungarian composer Levente Gyöngyösi, directed by Fiona Wilson. From Westlake Girls High School, please welcome Cantare. It's time for the final school choir of the evening, but don't worry, the party will still go on after that. Tonight, what am I saying? The next choir is from Christchurch. This is the Burnside High School Senior Chorale. They were reformed in 2012 by their director, Susan Denson, who was a member of the chorale when she was a student. They've made it to the finale every year since 2012. Yeah. It's a pretty good run. They perform regularly throughout the year at school and in the community. Most recently, they joined forces with the Christchurch City Choir, the JX-Live Singers and Consortia to perform Beethoven's fabulous Ninth Symphony with the Christchurch Symphony Orchestra. They are very happy to be back at the finale. Tonight, they're singing J'entends le moulin. Please give it up for the Burnside High School Senior Chorale. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the final school's choir of the evening. But I have a special treat for all of you, especially for the members of the choirs we've just heard. We're going to hear a performance of Karanga Ako, the winning composition in the 2018 Sounds New Zealand Choral Federation Annual Composition Competition. This was composed by a Year 13 student from Tauhara College in Taupo, Fergus Byatt. And to sing Karanga Ako, I present the Directors' Chorus. Okay. All right. If I could just have a moment of your time. In case those of you sitting upstairs hadn't already guessed, these are all the directors of the choirs we've just heard, putting their money where their mouth is. The Directors' Chorus will be singing Fergus Byatt's winning piece, Karanga Ako. They're conducted by Robert Wiramu. Well, it's that time. Awards time. Yep. For this part of the program, if I could have all the choir directors back on the stage, and if I could have the student representative from each of the choirs we've heard tonight. Okay, so all right. So you will be joined on the stage by your choir directors. And I see you've already formed an aesthetically pleasing wide curve. Very well done. At this point, I would like to welcome to the stage our adjudicators, David Childs, Karen Grills, Peter Walls, and the Oahe Kore Performance Award adjudicator, Matthew Gifford. Here come the directors. Stand up straight. All right. Now we're sorted. Let me try that again. I'd love again to welcome to the stage our adjudicators. These people have the toughest jobs out of anybody. David Childs, Karen Grills, Peter Walls, and Matthew Gifford. I'd also like to welcome to the stage representatives of some of the organisations which are absolutely crucial to the success of this event. The Executive Director of Sounds, the Centre of New Zealand Music, Diana Marsh, Brent Imrie from our sponsor Tour Time, Also, Cecilia Vincent of the Associated Board of the Royal Schools of Music, as well as the New Zealand Choral Federation Governance Board members. It's getting crowded up here. The Governance Board members and the NZCF Wellington Committee, and Elizabeth Crayford, the Big Sing National Coordinator. Are they all coming? Firstly, I'd like to invite Brent Imrie, Chief Executive of our sponsor Tour Time, to have a few words.
Good evening. I have to say the Big Sing and Finale is one of my favourite things in events that I actually get to come to see when I'm at home. You guys are absolutely, truly phenomenal and world class. Thank you so much. family business. It was started 27 years ago this September by my mum and dad in Palmerston North, and having our offices in Sydney and also the United States. We are very proud to be the national sponsor of the Big Sing because this truly is a world-class event. I'd like to thank the choir directors, the accompanists, support staff, parents, and of course the students for all of the hard work that you've put into this event and everything that you've put in, because it is truly phenomenal. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you all next year and traveling with many of you throughout the world. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Brent, and thank you again to Tour Time. Corporate sponsorship of the arts is really, really important for its long-term survival. Thank you. I'd like to hand over now to the Chair of the New Zealand Choral Federation Board, Juliet Drever.
Thanks, Nick, and good evening, everyone. First, I would like to express heartfelt thanks to our key supporters who've made this event possible. Tour Time, of course, and our major funders, Creative New Zealand. Thank you Wellington City Council and Mayor Justin Lester for your continued enthusiasm for the Big Sing. Thanks too to ABRSM and Sounds and all the funding agencies that you've seen in your program and on the screen tonight. And huge thanks to our funders, the Ministry of Youth Development. If there was ever a positive expression of youth development, you guys are it. MYD funding has also made possible the development of a brand new initiative for the Big Sing, Cadenza, to be introduced next year. More on this exciting development to come. These thank yous would normally have been delivered by NZCF Chief Executive Grant Hutchinson. Unfortunately, this year Grant is seriously unwell and unable to be with us in person, although I know he's watching the live stream keenly from his home in Titirangi. Hi, Grant. Hi, Grant. Having been involved in every Big Sing for more than a decade, Grant's made sure that he is able to play a part tonight. And a few weeks ago, he recorded a short video, which we'd like to play to you now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but it does spare you my usual long, boring thank you speech. I'd like to share with you a few thoughts of my own about choral music, if I may. Singing is the most ancient of art forms, and conductors and singers have the undoubted privilege of taking part in a huge richness of music throughout the ages. If you already sing in a choir, I have a suggestion for you. Give your conductor your full support, because with that, your choir cannot but thrive. If you don't belong to a choir, think of joining one, even if you are tone deaf. Contact the Choral Federation. We have over 550 choirs throughout the country and can find one to suit your needs. Lastly, it's never been a better time to be a member of the New Zealand Choral Federation, with the world's community coming to our event in 2020. I hope to see you there. Happy singing, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Stop, Grant. It is with great sadness that I have to share that after 10 years in the role, Grant's ill health has forced his retirement as our Chief Executive. So we're going to ask that you wait another few moments before we proceed with the awards ceremony, because we have a very special and important award to make to Grant himself. I'd like to ask Grant's daughter Liz to join us on stage for these proceedings. have a little pause while Grant recovers from this surprise. Life membership of the NZCF is conferred on members for significant and sustained service to the national organisation, or choral music in general, over many years. Recipients will have influenced the direction of NZCF or choral music in an innovative, creative and dedicated manner. The Governance Board and the National Advisory Committee are unanimous in resolving that Grant Hutchinson is the most worthy recipient of life membership. I'm going to invite John Rosser, who served as Chair to Grant's CE for 8 of his 10 years, to deliver the citation.
In late 2007, the New Zealand Choral Federation's newly established Governance Board had completed a year of talking and planning and was looking for a manager to turn its ideas into reality. Grant Hutchinson arrived and set about doing exactly that. Grant had immigrated from Port Elizabeth, South Africa, a pharmaceutical sales manager who was also an accomplished organist and choral conductor. After a stint in the Waikato, he moved to Christchurch and became music director of the well-known Jubilate Singers. Keen for a new day job challenge, Grant accepted a half-time position with the Federation in 2008 and was offered a full-time contract in 2009. He has been our chief executive ever since. Within the first few years of Grant's tenure, NZCF had regained confidence of Creative New Zealand, achieving kahikatea client status and seeing its 3-yearly bulk funding reinstated. A series of national choral clinics involving 4 overseas practitioners was organised. The Sing Aotearoa Festival was revived and an association of choral directors was formed. The Big Sing continued its rapid growth and NZCF's Rugby World Cup 2011 Anthems project was a runaway success. From his first day, Grant strove to increase the membership of the Federation, searching always for ways to enhance and communicate its importance to conductors and singers. He presided over several upgrades of our website and continually advocated for a more professional look in everything we do. On a more global front, Grant was one of the early movers in setting up an Asia-Pacific Council to promote choral music in our region. Moreover, his reports from IFCM, the International Federation events that he attended in Seoul and Macau, were instrumental in encouraging us to apply for the 2020 World Symposium on Choral Music. In short, Grant has been utterly enmeshed in every NZCF activity for the past 10 years. Even when others have fronted an event or initiative, he has worked willingly and tirelessly to make it happen, often without taking any credit. Humility has always been one of Grant's greatest attributes, but there are many others. He is immensely hardworking, unfailingly honest, eager to serve, a true colleague, and a genuinely nice man. His admirable self-motivation has been evident in his ability to run the organisation from his home office in Christchurch and latterly Auckland, managing a few very part-time staff members and collaborating with volunteers right across the country. Perhaps the quality we have benefited most from is Grant's immense and infectious enthusiasm for the cause we all share. He has constantly claimed that he has the best job in the world, and he means it. Such is his love for music, choirs, and the Choral Federation. Yet we in turn are so very fortunate that Grant Hutchinson has chosen for over a decade to make the NZCF his life's work and passion. Extreme ill health has forced Grant's retirement from an organisation that has grown immensely under his watch, not only in the number of its people and activities, but also in the scale of its achievements. From a body that was looking to re-energize itself at the most basic level just a decade ago, to one that is preparing to welcome the choral world to its doorstep in less than 2 years' time. Of course, Grant would love to have been still at the wheel when the symposium arrived, but now is the time that we must offer him our heartfelt gratitude for the huge part he has played in building for his precious federation such a strong foundation and an even brighter future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John, Juliet and Liz, and what highly deserved recognition of Grant's huge efforts for choral music in New Zealand. I'm delighted to now have an opportunity to invite David Childs to come and talk on behalf of the adjudicators.
Good evening and welcome. I hope you've had as gratifying and satisfying an evening of music listening as I have. It has been an honor and a pleasure of mine for me to return to my homeland, New Zealand. I know my accent doesn't sound like I'm from New Zealand, but trust me, you can take a Kiwi out of New Zealand, but you can never take New Zealand out of a Kiwi, and I am so proud to be here and to be a part of this wonderful event. My colleagues and I have been privileged to hear some of the country's finest young choirs over the past 3 days. Having heard, I think, almost 100 pieces of music spanning a variety of styles and genres, we've been entertained and moved by some performances. We have chuckled to ourselves at those humorous moments, and we have even been tapping our toes as well. We've caught ourselves thoroughly enjoying and enmeshed and immersed in just wonderful music making. We have also, though, been burdened with the task of ranking choirs, or more accurately, selecting the best performances of a choir and subsequently categorizing the choirs into one of 4 groups. This is not our favorite thing to do. The 4 groups being gold, silver, bronze, and participation in the finale. We decided this year that all the performances were so accomplished that we are not going to be placing any choir in the participation category. Now, despite this fact, we have to indeed, as I mentioned before, we're compelled to rank the choral performances and to provide the choirs with written evaluations that are constructively critical and hopefully helpful. This is not simply for the purposes of commendation or praise. Rather, it is to encourage these fine singers and conductors to aspire to greater things, to push themselves to always do better, to extend themselves in ways that they perhaps don't believe is possible. It's important as educators as well as parents to praise effort and not achievement, which does little in my mind to motivate children to feel proud of themselves or to inspire or to instill a sense of pride in the knowledge that they did best. Praise the effort, not the award. No doubt, though, as a result of our rankings, there will be expressions of both joy and disappointment. But the disappointment, I hope, will fade and the seeds of determination, dedication, improvement, and resilience will slowly but surely replace such disappointments. So what are we as adjudicators looking for? Why did some choirs make it into the gold category and others not? Well, the most successful presentations we heard included the following components: a comprehensive understanding of the text and possible subtext, biographical information about the poet, well-produced deep-set vowels and high resonance, consonants that are clearly articulated and at the appropriate dynamic level, phrasing, and an excellent understanding of line and direction, texture, who has the melodic or the harmonic interest, balance of voices, and balance of accompanying instruments as well. Nice dynamic contrast, and an accurate interpretation of tempos, tempo changes, and articulation. The choirs presented 2 performances for us over the course of these past 3 days. Of possible interest to you is the knowledge that the performances you heard this evening were very different than the ones that we were adjudicating for a variety of reasons, one of which is just the general setup of the performance. We had to have them all in riser formation. But if you had seen some of the performances earlier on, they were all over the stage doing wonderful movement and choreography. That does affect the tone. So if we didn't give your son or daughter a gold medal, just know that we really put a lot of thought and effort into. Would you start the car, would you? So finally, as choral leaders, it's incumbent upon us to continually push ourselves, to continue learning and growing. None of us is perfect, but unless we embrace our own weaknesses and make a concerted effort to work hard to improve upon them, it's unreasonable to expect the same from our students and our choristers. It has truly been a pleasure sharing in the music making with young singers this past half week, and with conductors, accompanists, friends, colleagues, and others. Thank you, parents, for your continued support, without which we would be deprived of such wonderful, transformative events such as the Big Sing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. And now for the announcements you've all been waiting for. David, Karen and Peter will present the main set of awards, and to make it more exciting for everyone, so you can't do the whole process of elimination thing, we're going to present the awards to choirs in alphabetical order of your school. So that means our first choir, Scholar from Barradine College of the Sacred Heart, a bronze award. From Bethlehem College, Animoso, a bronze award. From Burnside High School, Bel Canto, a gold award. From Burnside High School, the Burnside High School Senior Chorale, a Gold Award. From Dilworth School, Fortissimo, a Silver Award. From Diocesan School for Girls, the St. Cecilia Singers, a Gold Award. From Epsom Girls Grammar School, Paradisum, a Silver Award. From Kristin School, Euphony, a Gold Award. From McLeans College, and the McLeans College Chorale, a Silver Award. From Palmerston North Boys High School, the OK Chorale, a Silver Award. From Rathkeil College and St Matthew's Collegiate, Viva Camerata, a Bronze Award. From St Kentigern College, Kentauris, a Silver Award. From Southland Girls High School, FEM, a Bronze Award. From St Cuthbert's College, the Black Watch Singers, a Bronze Award. also from St Cuthbert's College, Saints Alive, a Gold Award. From St Hilda's Collegiate School, sings Hilda, a Bronze Award. From St Margaret's College and Christ's College, Amanda, a Silver Award. From St Patrick's College in Wellington, Con Anima, a Bronze Award. From Takapuna Grammar School, Leonessa, a Silver Award. From Tower College, the Blue Notes, a Silver Award. From Villa Maria College, Con Brio, a Silver Award. From Wellington College, the Wellington College Chorale, a Silver Award. From Wellington East Girls College, Cantala, a Silver Award. And from Westlake Girls High School, Cantare, a Gold Award. Now we come to the special trophies of the evening. Firstly, the Oahe Kore Performance Award This goes to the choir judged as having given the best total performance of a work using te reo Māori. This is presented tonight by the adjudicator Matthew Gifford. And the Oahi Kore Performance Award goes to Dilworth School. And that was awarded to Fortissimo for their performance of E Te Atua Hatu Paparoa. Now the Hutt City Trophy to the choir who gave the best performance of a New Zealand or Pacifica composition. This is presented by David Childs, and the award goes to Saints Alive. That trophy was awarded to Saints Alive. They're from St Cuthbert's College for their performance of The Early Morning by David Hamilton. The next award is the Tour Time Cup. Tour Time recently generously donated a cup for the best performance of a classical item. The award is presented by Brent Imrie from Tour Time. It's awarded to Bel Canto. That award was given to Bel Canto from Burnside High School for their performance of Valkyrie, which you heard tonight. The next award is the Sounds and New Zealand Choral Federation Composition Competition Award, which is held in conjunction with the Big Sing for secondary student composers. The Sounds Executive Director, Diana Marsh, will present the trophy to the winning composer. You've met him already, Fergus Byatt from Tauhara College. I'd like to point out that Fergus is a machine because he also won the award last year. And finally, the Youth Ambassadors Award. Each year, the finale committee awards this trophy to the choir or school that committee members feel has best represented the spirit of the Big Sing. This is not just in behaviour and attitude, but also for making an important contribution to the event. This award is presented by the Big Sing National Coordinator, Elizabeth Crayford, and it goes to Takapuna Grammar School. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody who's made the finale possible, our sponsors and our organising teams, and JX-Live and RNZ Concert, who have facilitated our live streaming. Over 100,000 people around the world have been watching over the last 3 days. And all of the recitals and tonight's whole program will stay online for anyone to watch at any time. You can check them out on either the New Zealand Choral Federation website or the RNZ Concert website or the RNZ Concert Facebook page. This evening's Gala concert will also be replayed tomorrow night on Face TV, Sky Channel 83, between 6:30 and 10 p.m. A very special thank you to our technical manager, Murray Cameron, and his team. And also to stage manager Hannah Timms and her stage crew. Quite honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone work quite as hard as these guys behind the scenes. While you guys have been sitting here, there have been choirs running around behind you, in all the corridors, trying to get from place to place, and they all made it on time, and that is directly down to Hannah Timms and her team. A big thank you to the whole Wellington committee and to their wonderful team of volunteers who have contributed their considerable skills and experience and an amazing effort to make this whole thing happen. And especially a huge thank you to Elizabeth Crayford, who is the brains behind the whole Big Sing machine. But most of all, we want to congratulate and thank all of the choir directors, accompanists, school principals, staff, and of course the students for your tremendous efforts. Without you, none of this would be happening. Yeah. But it's not over yet. Now for the next exciting moment, our massed choir item. All right. This is directed by Andrew Withington. The song is a combination of Ate Tarakihi, or the cicada. The melody is written by Alfred Hill, New Zealand composer. And it also incorporates a haka from Ngati Maniopoto. Right. I've got the word. It's pretty much got as many people on the stage as we can possibly handle. One person we haven't yet thanked. Where would we be in today's world without social media? Social media is what means our event goes out all over the world, and as we've heard tonight, there are indeed people everywhere around the world watching us, and people who know about the Big Sing all over the world. So we owe a huge debt of thanks to our social media coordinator, Anna Tarbotton. So, our mass choir item. What a mess. This is directed by Andrew Wellington. The song is a combination of Te Tarakihi, or the cicada, the melody by Alfred Hill, and a haka from Ngāti Maniopoto. The accompanist is Brent Stewart. After that, we're all going to stay standing, and if you're not standing, you can stand for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the Big Sing 2018. Thank you for a wonderful evening. Have a safe journey home. Don't forget, you can watch the whole finale via both the New Zealand Choral Federation and Radio NZ websites. See you online and at next year's Big Sing, Por Marie Atura.